Hello, everyone. I have a pleasure of having Dr. Mukesh Desai with us today. He will demonstrate and share some aspects of pranayam, or pranayam means breath control, the technique of pranayam, along with some mudras like hand positioning, so that the breath can be directed, and he will direct the breath and show us how he does that. So over to you, Dr. Mukesh.
Namaste, everyone. This pranayam was taught to us by Guruma almost 35 years ago. And the principle is breathe a certain way and at the same time keep your fingers in a certain position. And the idea is that depending upon what your finger hand position is, the breath is directed to a certain region of the body. So let me first explain to you the way to breathe, because throughout this whole process, no matter what position your mudra is, the breathing remains the same. So inhalation to the count of 4, hold to the count of 2, exhalation to the count of 5, and hold to the count of 2. Once you finish this is one cycle. Typically, each mudra, you do either 3 or 5 cycles, depending upon how much time you have. And then at the end of that exhalation and the count of 2, you change the mudra. So that's one process. Inhalation is through the nose, exhalation is through the nose. But exhalation has to be done with a sound from the back of the throat. So let me just demonstrate that. I don't know if you heard it. Let me come closer. Inhale. Exhale. So you make noise, but not with the throat. Only the air coming out should feel like. Each exhalation is like that. The mudras are divided into 3. The first one is your hand gestures in 3 different positions to direct the breath to different part of your lung. The first is your hands go like that, just below the rib cage, elbows straight, shoulders down, neck relaxed. And then you start count of 4, inhale, hold count of 2, and then exhale with sound through the throat to the count of 5. That's just a demo. The second mudra is hands in your armpit, thumb goes right under, the palm remains parallel to the ground with the elbow, and the same process. In 4, hold 2, out 5 with sound from the back of your throat. Do a cycle of 3 or 5. The third one is a little bit more complicated. Your palms should face outside, and the back of the palm, they touch each other. And then the whole thing goes behind, between your shoulder blades. The position at the back remains the same, like that. I don't know if you could see, but like that, with elbows going up in the air. So push your hands down as much as you can comfortably. Don't strain your neck. Then the chin goes to touch your breastbone. That is the position number 3. And same process. Breathe 4, hold 2, breathe out 5 with noise from the throat, hold 2. Do a cycle of 3 or 5. Let's just do these 3, and once we get comfortable with the process, then I'll show you the hand mudras. Preferably sit in a Vajrasana if you can. If not, you can sit in whatever position you're comfortable, on the floor, Sukhasana, or on a chair, but with the spine erect. Okay, let's start. Hands just below the rib cage, elbows straight. The fingers will not touch each other, it's too far. Now, when you breathe, start from up here, breathe completely, then blow your stomach out, full inhalation, count to 4. Then hold 2, exhalation from down, up, with sound from the throat. Second mudra, thumbs in the armpit, fingers may just touch each other or not, elbow straight, neck relaxed but straight. Breathe in 4, hold 2, breathe out 5 with noise. Number 3, palms face outside, back of the palm touch each other. They go behind between your shoulder blades, elbows up in the air, chin touches your chest, and same process. Breathe in 4, so these 3 mudras, they direct the breath. First one to the lowest part of the lungs, second one to the middle part, and this one to the upper part of the lungs. TB is so common in India, and one of the theories is that the uppermost part of the lungs don't get fresh air as much as the others, and that's why the TB bacteria, they like to start the process over there. So this is one set. Now the second set has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mudras. And it may be hard for you to remember each one of them, but I'll show closer. The first one is called Chin Mudra. So it's just exactly like that, 3 fingers together, index and thumb touching each other. Now, in all these mudras, there are 5, 6 of them. There is one stipulation. So when you sit like that, the palms with the mudra will go on your thighs. The elbows should be touching your body. Don't let elbows fly in the air. There's only one of these mudras where the elbows will go out. We'll come to that later. So this is the position. And then same process. Breathe 4, hold 2, breathe out 5, hold 2. do a cycle of 3 or 5. This is called Chin Mudra. The second one is called Chinmay. So in that, instead of just the tip touching tip of the index and thumb touching each other, you touch the whole up to the first finger mark, fingers together, and then fold the fingers and keep this in the same position. So this should be the final position. You rest your palms on the top of your thigh. So this is Chinmay. The third mudra is Trinetri. This directs the finger, the breath to the eyes. The first two, the Chin and Chinmay, those are for global. The whole body gets the air in those mudras. The fourth one is like a deer and rest it on your thigh. The fifth one is like that. You fold the index finger, then wrap the thumb over it, and the other 3 fingers stay together. This, I call it the Gasix mudra. It's a mudra that controls the GI tract. So if you have any disturbance of GI tract, either gas or they say even if you have constipation or diarrhea, or I have actually tried this mudra in instances where I'm out and suddenly I need to go number 2 and you're in a panic. Where do you find, if you're on a beach, where do you find a bathroom? If you do this mudra and breathe quietly and heavily, the sensation does go down. I have experienced that. So that's that mudra. The third set is for the spine. And the mudra position for the spine is first one like that. All fingers, 4 fingers bent, folded, thumb facing up. This directs the breath to the cervical spine. The second one is like that, same position, just turn your palm facing the ceiling. This directs the breath to the thoracic region. Then turn the other way. This directs the breath to the lumbar region. And the last one is turn with your thumb upside down. Now, this is the only position where the elbows don't touch the body. All the other positions, your elbows should be touching the body during the fingers. And this, that, only this is the exception. So that's the third set. The last one is make a fist. Let the fist touch each other and both go down as much as possible down onto the pubis. That's the last position of the hand. Again, every mudra, same thing. Breathe 4, hold 2, breathe out 5 with sound, and hold 2. When you finish all this, it's very important that you do this last step, because there is so much heat generated in the body that if you suddenly just do this and start running, it won't be good for your health. The last thing you do is your hands remain like that, just rest next to you. And then without taking a deep breath, wherever you are in your breathing cycle, breathe out with a force. Rise up. Don't try to take a deep breath. Just take a normal breath that makes you comfortable. Do second time. and a third time. This should be explosive exhalation that throws all the heat out of your body. After this, you have to do Nadi Shuddhi. That is the completion of the whole process. I'll show you Nadi Shuddhi, but before doing Nadi Shuddhi, now you get up, just jog in the same place until your breath is very heavy. Or you can run around if you have room in the house. Then you sit down in Sukhasana. In Nadi Shuddhi, you may have heard other places too. Your middle two fingers go here. Thumb will go on the side of the nose, just below the bone, where the soft part is, so you can block your nose with the thumb. With the other two fingers will go on the other side of the nose. So that's the position. Now the process is, start with exhalation on the left. And once you exhale, the inhalation should be only through the right, so you block the left side with your two fingers. And inhale through the right, exhale through the right, then block the right, inhale through the left, exhale through the left, then you block the left, move to the right. This keeps on going until you feel that both the nostrils are almost equally open. This finishes the entire process. It's a lot of information, but if you break it down into segments, you'll slowly remember it. And as you keep doing these things regularly, it becomes a habit. Then you're not even thinking about it. Namaste.
Thank you very much. Wonderful presentation.